I'd like to welcome you to the wedding breakfast of Mr. and Mrs. Lewis. How many times will we say that today and hopefully get a cheer? Today, we see two families come together to offer our support and love to Caiti and Will. It's been a great pleasure getting to know Will's family a wee bit. I hope this occasion is only the start of a lifetime of relationship and friendship between us. Will's not your average Aussie, and in preparation for today, I asked some of my family what they thought of him. That could be a bit dangerous, eh? Here's what some of them said. He's eye candy.
All right, Grandma.
He's so handsome and easy on the eyes, lush. He makes a great cup of coffee and does those lovely little drones in the front. The most common theme in the feedback, by the way, he obviously loves the bones of Caiti, and that, at the end of the day, is what really matters here. What a ride it's been up to this point, Caiti. And now you're on the cusp of another great adventure. I want you to know that we all love you and are proud of the loving, loyal, hard-working, funny and beautiful person you've become.
Now, growing up together during high school, as you can imagine, we've gone through a lot together. What I love the most is that the fact, even though the three of us have, left our hometowns after finishing school, moved abroad, and some of us to the other side of the world, it's never mattered how long we go without talking. It could be weeks or months or years without seeing each other. When we do catch up and see each other again, it's like no time has passed, and that is what I'm grateful for most in our friendship.
As I prepared for this speech, I tried to pinpoint the exact moment when Will and I became friends. After all, we've known each other for over a decade, but I honestly can't tell you when we became friends. It's not like there was this grand moment of clarity or anything like that. I just remember being introduced to someone nicknamed Jigglypuff.
Caitlin and me have been living at the opposite side of the world for probably most of our adult lives now. But there was a time a few years ago where both of us were living in Australia at the same time. So a few weeks later, I went to Sydney to visit her. And this was the first time I met Will. And I have to say, he was the absolute perfect boyfriend that weekend. He drove us around wherever we wanted, he bought us coffee, he cooked us dinner, and he took us home after a few too many cocktails. But that wasn't my main takeaway about Will from that weekend. The main thing I noticed was how Caitlin was utterly and completely herself around him. So I'm not sure whether Caitlin knew it yet or not at that point, but that weekend was when I knew that Will was absolutely the one for her, and I had no doubt that they were going to get married one day.
Will is kind, driven, passionate, disorganised, and wildly annoying. I know these last two might sound like negatives, but honestly, they're just part of his charm. He's the guy who can always be counted on to bring laughter, support, and that energy that only Will can bring. And now, I'm lucky to be standing here, celebrating the love of a man who has always been there for many. So, to Will and Caiti, may your life be full of love, laughter, and an endless playlist of Christmas songs. I hope you forever chase happiness and always achieve it.
So I would like to invite everyone to join me this afternoon in honouring this couple you all know as we celebrate the love they have for each other and toast their hopes for the future.
Will, I love your loyalty, your strengths, and your ability to not take yourself too seriously. I love how much you love life and everyone around you, especially our Wally. You're the most supportive, determined, and fun-loving person to go through life with. I love you for you and as you are. As we continue our journey together, I promise to love you more with each passing day and trust in your very ambitious plans. I'll be your faithful partner, your loyal supporter, and your biggest fan. I loved you then, I love you now, and I'll love you forever.
You're the most compassionate, selfless, empathetic, and loving person I've ever met. You make me a better friend, brother, son, uncle, and partner. You never cease to amaze me with how loving and caring you are and how much you sacrifice for others. I love that you're my hype man when I never thought I needed one. I love the little things you do to make me feel special. I promise to love you unconditionally. I promise to always be your biggest fan like you are mine. I promise to give you the world and to work together to make our lives a fairy tale with the happiest ever after.
So do you, Caitlin Elizabeth Beattie, take William Joseph Lewis to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
And do you, William Joseph Lewis, take Caitlin Elizabeth Beattie to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do. Golly gosh, I do.
Following those amazing declarations that you have made before me, and in the presence of these dearest of witnesses, your family and friends, it is my happy duty to pronounce you husband and wife. Way! Time for the first kiss! Mr. and Mrs. Lewis. Hooray!
So, to my Lewis family, you made me one of yours when I needed it the most, and I've felt like a Lewis for a long time. And I'm so proud to finally be Mrs. Lewis. Finally, we get to the main man, my golden retriever of a husband. I love you. If I could describe your energy, it would be golden. You give big red love and gold sparkle to everyone in your life. I've got the best husband in the world because not only do you bring a complete sense of serenity and safety, but you also bring the sparkle and shine of a first date. I just love you completely and for who you are. Thank you for loving me. I love the life we're building with our special Wooly. And long live that sparkle in your eyes. Cheers.
It is my absolute honour to be the first to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Lewis.
Friends and family, it's my honour, along with my beautiful wife, to thank you all for joining us on Caiti's special day. Our special day.
Please welcome back into the room one more time for your new Mr. and Mrs. Lewis!
I told my parents that I was going to bring a friend home for Christmas. Mum, reading between the lines, asked if we needed one bed or two. Of course it was two, because she snores. Half of what I'm saying is unscripted, so like this could go in any direction. They say that life is a book made up of many chapters, and my groomspeople are the people who have supported me and been my best friends throughout the most significant chapters in my life. Brings me on to the most exciting chapter of my book, which I'm fortunate to be spending the rest of my life writing together with my beautiful wife, Caiti. Now, we might not agree on who actually said I love you first, but what I can say with certainty is that Christmas, seeing you with my family, was when I fell in love with you and when I knew you were the one. You're the Fiona to my Shrek. The Ginny to my Harry, the Stacey to my Gavin. Whether it's Scotland, Australia, or anywhere else around the world, the next chapter in our fairy tale is going to be full of laughs, love, and Labradors.